on now. Yeah.
This is the way COVID got me feeling, for reals. Well, let's get into it. Before I do, just want to give you a little background on each one of these guys so you can fully understand why Swifty Blue is Goto's son. Alright, Goto's the OG.
To be a top hat ever since the cradle. Busting power moves, making sure my shit's stable. Forever mobbing, bossing up, suckers ain't able. We talking money when we sitting at the round table, man. Wanna be a top hat ever since the cradle.
Is one of the most respected names in the rap game, especially in the Latin hip-hop scene. He's the kind of guy whose name rings bells, not just in the streets, but in the boardrooms too. This man built his reputation the old school way, grinding, making connections, and turning dreams into reality. He's like the godfather of independent Latin rap, putting countless artists on the map and building an empire. You mention Goto's name at any studio session, and you're guaranteed to get some head nods of respect. But Goto's didn't just come out of nowhere. Back in the day, he started as a young hustler with a dream. He wasn't just about the music, he was about the culture. He knew the power of unity and saw the vision of uplifting his people through art and business. From producing tracks that became street anthems to running his own label, Goto's became a legend. People call him a businessman, but he's really a visionary. The kind of guy who could take an idea and turn it into gold. Literally, that's why they call him Goldtoes. Everything he touches seems to shine. Then there's Swifty Blue.
With your kids, go ahead and keep your head up, Kim. Girl, stand on this. And Lefty, you ain't got back advance for what he did. How the fuck you gon' let the North they pull up where you live? Any rapper rep
the new generation's heavy hitter. This dude came out swinging in the rap game, representing the streets with raw, unfiltered talent. He's known for his gritty storytelling, his unapologetic style, and an infectious West Coast vibe that makes you want to blast his music while cruising. Swifty's the type of rapper who wears his heart on his sleeve, but still lets you know he's not the one to mess with. Swifty's journey wasn't easy. He came up through the struggle, a type of kid who grew up with more obstacles than opportunities. But he took those struggles and turned them into stories. Stories that resonated with people from the same trenches. That's why his music hits different. It's authentic. It's real. Swifty doesn't just rap. He paints pictures with his words. And those pictures look a lot like the lives of his fans. Now, imagine these two forces. Goto's, the OG with the golden touch, and Swifty Blue, the rising star who's making waves in the game. Their paths are different, but the respect for the culture and the hustle ties them together. Goto's is like the mentor you wish you had, while Swifty is a young gun who's making his own lane but still respects the ones who paved the way. And that's where the rumor gets interesting. If Swifty Blue really was Goto's son, it would almost make too much sense. They're both respected, they're both talented, and they're both carrying the torch for the people in their own ways. Whether it's true or not, you can't deny the chemistry they'd have as father and son. So, this backstory just adds a little weight to the humor of the rumor. Goto's the respected legend, and Swifty Blue, the up-and-coming force, could easily be two sides of the same coin. And when you look at their influence in the game, it's no wonder people are asking, could they be family? All right, y'all. Before we get started, you already know the deal. Hit that like and subscribe button and feel free to comment below. Now let's dive into it. Today, we're going to talk about a question that's been floating around the internet like your drunk uncle at a wedding. Is Swifty Blue really Goto's son? Now hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but once you start connecting the dots, it feels like you're solving one of those conspiracy theory cork boards with the red strings everywhere, or solving a mystery, like the ones when they were tracking down the Zodiac killer, you know what I mean? Where they found all those bodies, so they had the strings everywhere. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? They've got the same cheekbones, kind of the same smile, and don't even get me started on their talent. I mean, what are the odds two people that fire come from the same tree? Maybe Goto wasn't out there planting seeds, or maybe he was back in the day. Who knows? So, here's where it gets wild. One night, I'm out with Goldtoes for dinner, right? It's me, my wife, him, his wife, and this up-and-coming kid they call Little Comic, who's basically a young genius, along with his family. Hey, the one and only in the house, baby.
Yeah.
Everyone's drinking, laughing, having a good time, right? Meanwhile, my wife and his wife are over there probably talking about BBLs and Botox and all that. These days, these women, it's become like the new weather topic for women, And Goto's wife's cousin talking to invisible men over there in the corner. Anyway, back to me and Goto's. I was just kidding. We're chopping it up, right? And casually, I drop, hey, man, I've been seeing these posts around, is Swifty Blue your son? He looks at me like I just asked him to do calculus, Then he pulls out his phone and starts recording me. He's like, say that again? What did you just say? And I'm thinking, what's he up to next? You know what I mean? Next thing I know, he's like, hold up. Let me call someone. Gets on the phone. A few seconds later, I'm on the phone with Swifty Blue himself. Bro, I was sitting there like, what? This shit is crazy. So I'm telling Swifty, man, you're killing it, bro. You go hard. I said, you should do a collab with Bands from the Roads, you know what I mean? I said, that would be legendary. It'd break the internet, Swifty laughs, says, for sure, we'll see. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to process the fact that I'm talking to the dude, People are saying it's Goto's son. So after we hung up, I'm hyped. I'm like, this is it. Rap history in the making. I'm thinking, damn, it really is his son. You know what I mean? That's crazy. He just dialed him up and Swifty answered. So we finished dinner, hug it out, go on our way, go home. A few days later, life hits me with a plot twist. I catch COVID. I'm down bad for like a week, still going through it. Binge watching everything from Netflix to YouTube. And guess what pops up in my recommended feed? My videos. An interview with Goldtoes and American Cholo. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. All right. So I start watching. And at one point, Goto's was like, yeah, man, I didn't want to bring this up. But Swifty Blue is my son. My jaw drops. I'm like, no way. It's confirmed. You know what I mean? It is his son. But then he goes up. He goes up and follows up with, nah, I'm just kidding. Bro, I'm sitting there feeling like I just got catfished by the truth. I immediately call Goldtoes and go, bro, what the hell? I said, you got me, bro. I said, you had me out here believing this whole thing that he was your son the whole time. And he dying, he's laughing like, yeah, my wife told me to make sure you knew I was kidding. He's all, but I forgot, bro. I'm like, man. I said, with all those drinks we had, you know what I mean? I would have forgotten too. So there you have it, folks. Is Swifty Blue really Goto's son? Probably not. But for about 72 hours, I was convinced I had stumbled onto the biggest rap family secret since Dr. Dre found out about his estranged daughter. Shout out to Goldtoes, man. Shout out to Swifty Blue. You know, and whether they're related or not, they're both out here doing big things. One love. Oh, and don't forget, Swifty, if you're watching this, hit up Bands from the Rose for that collab. The street needs it. You know what I mean? Let's go. Get that money, baby. Hit that like subscribe button, man. Don't forget that key mentality. I forgot that COVID got me, man. Anyways, you guys have a good day.